Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Ask the Accountant, your weekly live show. This is episode 158 on the 17th of November, half on location, half from home. And Ask the Accountant is part of the Ask the Accountant network. And as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Aaron Patrick. Aaron, you are out on location. Where are you?
I am indeed. I am on the show floor for ICB's Summit. And the noise, the excitement. I mean, actually, let's quickly spin it around. Lizzie is not going to be happy about this, right? But look, that there is what I see when I look forward. So loads of people there. And Lizzie's not going to be happy about this. But yeah, no, there is. I'm here. I'm on location. We're doing Ask the Bookkeepers. You'll probably see. Yeah, can you see that one? Yeah, Ask the Bookkeepers there. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing that all through the day. We got grid walks. We've got a new game that we've called Battle Trumps that we're going to be trying out this morning as well. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. And then obviously the Luca Awards as well, which little birdie tells me A, Ask the Accountants up for something, which is very humbling. But B, isn't Engager down for like 5 awards or something daft?
Yeah, so, literally after I finish this, I'm jumping onto a train to come and join you.
Seriously?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. So
breaking
the plan
news,
was,
everybody. Oh,
well, yes.
I'm speechless.
The plan was for me to not be there, but with so much going on, like I've got a trip coming up this week, etc. I could really have done with being in the office, but the authorities have spoken. We are coming down. It'll be myself,
Nice.
Ash, and Andy Wainwright will be attending the Luca Awards tonight.
Amazing.
Actually, I'm hoping to get the step count in, if I'm honest, because between Tax Calc, Engager, and Ask the Accountant, we've got 8 nominations.
Oh, wow. That's some record. That has to be a record, right? Surely.
Yeah, it can't be a bad day. So I Tux is dry cleaned, it's packed, it's ready to go. And I will be training it down. I was about to say jetting it down, but no, I'll be on the train down to London for late afternoon, catch up with Andy and Ash and the rest of the guys from Tax Calc. And we will be joining you all tonight for the Luca Awards, which will be fantastic. I'm looking forward to that.
Good news all around. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm glad that's all worked out because I knew your diary was stacked, wasn't it? Which is hence why you're not here today. So excellent news.
Well,
excellent
the
news.
beauty was Fusion. So basically, the challenge I've got is Thursday morning at 7:30 in the morning. I fly out of Edinburgh Airport to go to Sri Lanka for a long weekend, for a business trip that I'm doing. I land back the next Wednesday. And then I was meant to be going from there straight down to London to do the Fusion conference, which has now moved to, it moved a while ago to Tuesday, the 25th.
Yeah.
Because that moved, it meant I could free up some time on the other side of my trip to come down to London today.
Nice.
So looking forward to that and catching up and celebrating with everybody who has also been nominated for awards. What's the buzz? How's it feeling over there, Aaron? We'll go into the community in a moment, but it's rather lacking, which shows you most of the people are traveling or at the awards, at the conference already.
Well, there is some people who are actually at the ICB, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, it's honestly, we were here this time last year, right? And we did the show live from the show floor this time last year. And it was in that, got to choose my words carefully here, but we're in a, all right, let's just say we're in a basement. And it felt like we're in a basement, right?
Basement room.
Honestly, this is like, I think the floor space maybe a third bigger, maybe. Like it's definitely bigger. There's definitely more floor space, but it feels 10 times bigger because we've got windows, we've got lights, we've got like these high things. Yeah, exactly, right. And we've got an amazing view. Our podcast pit stops, it looks like a newsroom, so we're going out. I think it's Westminster Abbey that we're looking over, and yeah, so absolutely beautiful, really nice. And the amount of people, 650 people are here, right? 650 people, coming in. I was at an ICAW, that's their similar conference, and there was 200. So, you know, so yeah, and maybe that ICAW conference, but it was an MTD event, was 200 of us. So yeah, it just shows how much this community comes together for a little celebration, doesn't it? So yeah, it's good news, and amazing that you're coming. That's really, really good.
So yeah, cool. Well, let's go through our community. So the bookkeeper superhero Natasha is here. Good morning, Natasha. Hope you're well.
I can't believe she's on holiday, isn't she? But I can't believe she's not here for the Lucas.
Natasha's not. You're thinking of Cheryl Stone. Is on holiday.
Cheryl. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
NGB accountant says good morning. Good morning. Marcus B is here. Morning, folks. Sue Green. Good morning. Hope all well at the ICB. Kirsty is here from the ICB summit, walking around with her headphones in.
She'll be there somewhere. Hi, Kirsty, wherever you are. Hi.
Paul Whitehouse says good morning. Lisa is here as well, says good morning from Lisa. Juliet says morning all. And Nick Moss says, see you all at the Luca Awards tonight. Yes, Nick Moss will be joining the Tax Calc Engager table and saying hello to everybody for tonight's event, which will be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Right. Okay. Let's talk about the biggest news. Well, the alleged biggest news. Aaron, I feel you've built me up for something and you've disappointed me considerably. Well, indirectly, it's not your fault, but you've been banging on for weeks about this big reveal and the biggest news in the industry on last Thursday.
Let's be frank about this. I was under NDA, so I wasn't telling you anything, remember?
you were dropping enough hints to the people our listeners and community that there's something big coming. And so I spent all day Wednesday into Thursday looking at social media and stuff, and I felt it was a bit flat. I don't know. It was the usual, we're here, but there was no depth of content. Could you please, for those of us that seem to have missed it, can you please go through what QuickBooks announced on Thursday, other than being able to project their logo on some buildings across the world? Because, you know, Edinburgh was too busy lighting up buildings in red in remembrance of the Poppy appeal. So if you, apart from that, that's all I saw on social media was some people going to an event, an accounting council with some swag, and lighting up some buildings. I didn't see any what are they actually announcing? What's actually available to the user?
Do you know what my favorite thing about this? I got and I won't name and shame because I don't want to out anyone, but I got someone come up to me at the what awards was it? The Digital Disruptor Awards, and they come to me. They said my favorite episodes of Ask the Accountant is when you and Johann fall out on air. So tune in for this one. No, I'm joking. Look, let's be honest about this, right? Obviously, algorithms are not working as intended if you haven't seen what was on there, because in my world, the whole of everything has erupted around this piece of news. And the reason for it is because
you're in a very different echo chamber to me.
Potentially, yeah.
Isn't that the point of social media is to help see each other's echo chambers? And
I know, but then again, I think
into those echo chambers.
Maybe my echo chamber's like AI first, wants to enjoy, you know, technology and everything else. Maybe your echo chamber's moved on. You know, maybe yours is. You're talking about notebooks to people at the moment, right? Telling how good the notebooks are. So maybe you've not quite, you know, you've left some of your algorithm behind, and now the algorithm's like, oh, he likes notebooks now. So
I'll tell you what the algorithm does like: taking a picture of a full English on a train.
That goes mad for that, right? Same with my post yesterday about the about luggage. Absolutely, blown up, right? Blown up. Look at it.
People of LinkedIn complain it's too Facebook-like. Well, stop interacting with the Facebook-like post, you idiots.
Yeah, but no, let's look at what got launched, right? Or what the news was, all right?
Nick Moss said in the comments, I saw one post, couldn't work out what it was even about.
Oh, Nick, me and you are gonna fall like that. I mean,
Tonight,
we thought
tonight at the awards outside.
Yeah. In fact, we're gonna do a Trump battle Trump, I think we call it battle Trump battle. So think Pokemon battle, but yeah, me and you, we're gonna have
There's a £1 billion lawsuit for using the word Trump, but never mind.
Oh yeah, good point. Maybe we don't want to call it battle Trumps. Okay. Right. Let's talk about what it was that got released, because I've been on a journey for this. I've been on a big journey. I went to Vegas. I don't know if I told anyone I went to Vegas. Probably not told everyone yet that I've been to
I thought it was
Vegas.
Escape Nest.
But what happened was QuickBooks have obviously done their new UI change, which technically didn't go live until last Thursday, which was the launch day. The reason it didn't go live till then is because none of the sweeties, the goodness, was actually available until this date. And what's been announced, or what was released, should I say, was the agents are finally available for us in the UK, finally available to play with. Now, in the US, they've had them for, I want to say, 3 months now that's been live, around that sort of time. But it was always designed that we were going to get ours at a later date, and that's when it got released. And I kind of get people's frustration a little bit, because the new UI was kind of forced onto people, and there wasn't really that much newness about it. There's a few little features here and there. Yes, it was easier to navigate. Yes, there was kind of like some better flows and all that sort of stuff, but we didn't get any of that newness, right? And you and me are the same, right? If there's nothing shiny to play with, we get bored really easy, don't we? Right? Like let's be honest. Like you can do whatever you like with something, but unless there's something there tangible to play with, it's tricky for us to really get invested in. So what got released, and what the whole point of this was the AI agents were there. So what we did was they invited a load of press and a load of people down to the Tate Modern the week before. And we had a really good event, and we got to listen and understand more about what the actual agents are and what they did. And then on Thursday was the big release. So you should, again, my algorithm showed this, was post after post after post after post of this amazing day out at the Tate Modern.
Did you filter it out from it? Your posts?
You what, sorry?
Did you just filter it so it only showed your posts?
That wasn't my post. I'm telling you, there's loads. There was the guy, the career ladder guy, right? He was involved. We had a load of other, influencers and all those sort of people were involved as well. But the idea was to showcase this amazing event we had at Tate Modern, followed by why we should be excited. And the reason we should be excited is because finally we get to play around with this AI. And what I've been telling a lot of people, right? If you think about it, cloud accounting, when we jumped into cloud accounting world, it was revolutionary for us accountants and bookkeepers out there, right? We had the opportunity to, the first time ever, have real-time information. And you've built your practice on that. I built my practice on that. And I imagine everyone in this room now has built their practice on real-time information, right? And that advent of cloud technology coming in. But what I see with this shift, and why I'm so excited about the idea that we're gonna be doing this, having this AI agents come out and all this elements that are coming through, the bit that I'm excited about is that this isn't real-time information anymore. This is real-time accurate information. So I'm coining a new phrase, everybody, RT AI. Because you think about it, right? When we had cloud accounting, we had adding on, the ability to add on this cool little cloud accounting so we could bring our bank statements in. Everyone was happy about it. But what that caused us was a bit of uncertainty of, how accurate is that data going to be? And yes, we've got cool solutions like Xenon and stuff like that, but we still got to kind of plug something in. We still got to get someone in there putting that information in, right? Like there's still a workflow to get to a point where we are confident that our client's information is not just up to date, but ready to work with, right? If we're going to do business advisory, A, we need real-time information, and B, we need accurate information, right? They're the two components to business advisory. And for me, AI and what these AI agents bring is finally we have that first step. And I know Sage has got it as well. So Sage Copilot's out there as well. But I think between Intuit and Sage Copilot, we finally have an opportunity where we can talk about this real-time accurate information. Like RTAI can actually be something, that we can all work with. And that's to me the excitement, because cloud accounting was a massive shift. We all saw that. AI is going to be our next big shift, right? That Thursday was the starting point for that in my eyes, because that was the ability where it all just got launched at the same time. We had access to it. We can play around. We can see the benefits of it. And yeah, I generally like, okay, we've got different feeds, but all I was seeing was the excitement around the fact that it's finally here and we can finally play with it. And I think back to like, well, your frustration has always been that you were waiting for this, right? You were waiting for it to be played with. So it was kind of designed to people for you. It's in the product now. You go into the product now and you've got 5 different agents to play with. You got an accounting agent, a finance agent, a CRM agent, a project agent, and then finally a VAT agent to play with. That's the only one I've not played with, but the other 4 are working as intended. And yeah, they're here. They're there.
Rolled out to all accounts?
Well, it's not going to be rolled out to every single account from day one, no. But if you start a brand new account, it's definitely there, and then you'll have like 10%, then 20%, 30%. It's your typical rollout.
Here's my problem, right? I've not got access.
Well, you will do if you set up a new account today. If you set up a new account today,
a new account,
new account today, 100% guaranteed a new account. So but your account will get rolled out over time.
Yeah, but I set up a new client today, right? New client comes to me and I go, yeah, all right, QuickBooks. I mean, I won't, but okay. QuickBooks. Then I'm going to be looking at new features and stuff that I, as an accountant, don't have access to.
You will over time.
Not all the first 10%.
Yeah, but this is every rollout ever, right? Nothing happens on day one for every single client. That'd be ludicrous. If
it doesn't engage it, but carry on.
Yeah, but in fairness to Engager versus Intuit, there's a very different type of like numbers we're talking here, right?
I get it. But
Engager, you can manage it, and Engager, you smash it every time. But in the world of Intuit, if they went and just turned on any feature in day one, that's asking for trouble, right? Like, and that's all this is. So give it. I don't know the time frames. Like, you'll have to talk to someone who's in the know on this, right? But my gut feeling is within the next couple of weeks, everyone will have this on every single file. At the moment, yeah, it's rolling out slowly, but if you start a new license today, you'd have access to all of these toys and all these blades. And over time, every single, well, depending on which version of QuickBooks you've got, you'll have access to all of these new features.
I've had the new sparkly, rainbowy imagery in like the bank feed for a couple of weeks now. And it's just a new UI. There's nothing really different behind it. Like, there's no better accurate results or anything. So I've just gone into my tax return, and it's now, and there's the beta thing there, right? So I've clicked on it, and there's, have a look at your pre-filing check now. Now that used to bring up the VAT checker, right? Instant information there, instant.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when this finishes running, so I can actually look at the information I need to look at, shall I?
Yeah, that's not the one I've played with yet. That's the new VAT error checker idea. But error check is still there, so you could use that if you wanted to. But you're right.
I'm going to have to. I'm still waiting.
It'll come. It'll come.
Good news. It's finished looking at my profit and loss. It's now looking at the VAT return.
Yeah, but we work this into a workflow, isn't it? Same as anything,
it's
right?
Not efficient, is it? Like, it's not clicking instant.
But I don't think this isn't about being instant. This is about being accurate, isn't it? Like, there's instant and it all just guess and everything else, or there's accurate. And that's what this is looking for, isn't it? You want that confidence. If anything, having confidence of it actually going through and spending time doing it is what you want. This is exactly the same as if you asked a team member to do it for you and go through doing a VAT error check for you. Would you cry at them if they weren't instant doing it, or would you praise them for doing a good job? Like, it's that sort of mentality now, isn't it? We've got to stop. Like, AI agents are designed to be working for us and working to do the thing. It's the same with Atlas, right? There's still this criticism with Atlas. If you try and put any kind of workflow in there, that it takes too long. That, I could have just done it quicker myself. There is that mentality, isn't there? If I just go and did whatever task you're trying to do with AI agents at the moment, there is this still pushback of, I can just do it myself. But let's be frank here, the idea isn't that we're not doing it ourselves. That's not what we're trying to get out of this. The idea of this is that we don't have to do that work, right? We let it automate in the background, and we have a workflow where we can let it happen. I was using the AI agents the other day to go through and send reminders for all my ACSP contact forms in Engager. Now, I set that agent to go. the agent, I had to keep resetting the agent because it kept timing out. It's 30 minutes, isn't it? And then after 30 minutes, it bottoms out, doesn't it? But that's absolutely fine. Like, I'm not sat there going, oh, I wish this was quicker. I'm going, thank God I don't have to go through doing this myself. You know what I mean? Like, I just think in the world of AI, we're going to have to figure out different workflows. It's not going to be the same as what we've been doing before. And in the accounting world, isn't that what we do? And bookkeeping, isn't that what we do best? We take the way that, we take problems, we take issues, and then we find workarounds for it. And all we're going to do with the world of AI is we're going to have to find new workflows, new ways of doing it. And I think that's really exciting because we're not doing it like we're not doing the same old solution we've always done. We're doing something different. So, yeah.
Okay. Next question for you.
Go for it.
Reliable information from AI, get it.
Yep.
Accurate information, that's what you're after.
Yep.
But I'm also sat questioning, could it be useful? Like, tell him, so I've just gone in, it's got to a client's one that's got it, and it's telling me, oh, your client's got 10% less stock holding this month compared to last month.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
But that's really relevant, is it not? Because if you're looking
at because I know it's the seasonality in my client, and it's going to drop.
Because you're an experienced and you know that client inside out, right? But
surely
what about if it was? What about if it's a team?
Oh no, that's in line.
No, but it's got to tell you about it, right? And then for someone like yourself,
that we're now being bombarded with lots more information, and we now have to work out which parts are relevant and useful, and which parts are.
But again, actually, for you,
who the last 3 years, which you've got access to, you'll see that every November the stock levels drop by 10%.
Yeah, and over time it will learn that, right? And over time it will be able to say, in line with last year, that's absolutely fine. But when it's at the moment, what it's doing, it's telling you there's something to consider, right? It's giving you, it's feeding you that information. This is where the whole AI plus HI is coming in, right? So artificial intelligence plus human intelligence, right? We've got to keep it, which is a great.
We've run on human intelligence for thousands of years. That's just marketing spin.
But it's not, though, is it? There is two ways of looking at it. We can look at artificial intelligence.
QI invented the wheel,
right,
several millennia ago.
Right,
but it's all right. Marketing, you just come up with a terminology.
But it's about trying to give confidence to us accountants, bookkeepers, right? There is this big fear along the industry that AI is going to come along and take our jobs, right? We've got James Hunt saying that no point going training because AI is just going to do it for us, right? But we know that's not true. We know that what AI is going to do is empower us. AI is going to give us the tools. That there is empowering, maybe not you, because you know this client inside out. And I get that, right? You already know and you already expect. But a junior to your team who's never used this client before, that's right? Actually really important information.
We're all busy. We're trying to cut through the noise.
Yeah.
If a junior to my team suddenly saw, an alert saying my client's got 10% less stock than last month, and then they wasted time going through the previous year's balance sheets and stuff to find out, actually, it's always like that. Actually, you've just made my team member more inefficient because he's been distracted by a notification that was irrelevant.
But it wasn't irrelevant because it is like, it doesn't matter how you skin a cat. You've got to at least you've got to have noted that. Yes, on the working paper, whatever working papers you're doing for this VAT work, right? You're going to say, the stock's reduced by 10%, and here's a reason why. Like that's part and parcel of doing a VAT return, right? There's your checks. That's what you're doing. And instead of you having to go into the balance sheet to find that yourself, you're being presented with it and you can make a decision on it. That's what the AI is doing for us, is stopping us doing the waste of time is having to find that in the first place. Or the worst case is, someone not even noticing that issue, right? That's what this is all about. It's presenting that issue to you so that you can quickly do your work papers, get it done, and we're moving on. And again, I feel like this is where we've got to change the way we're doing our approach to it, because what this is removing the first need to go in and do the analytics, go in and having to find all these differences and find all them. Yeah, you can argue some of them may be overkill and all that, and it'll learn it over time. but we're not having to do the analytics in the first place, right? And I think that's where, for me, this is where AI is coming into its, and we're in the infancy, aren't we, right? But this is where it's becoming clever, because the fact it's told you about that seasonality, the fact that you've not had to go and have to do that, the fact you haven't missed it, right? Which is a problem we have from time to time, where, you know, we are all busy, we're all trying to get work done, we're all trying to get on top of things. Sometimes we aren't as thorough as we want to be, but at least this is something to go, yeah, I've looked at that and I've fingered that, and I'm actually really, you know, really happy that that's there. Like that's how I see AI being a force of good for us, not taking our jobs, but giving us those bits to come in and actually help us go along.
If we take this stock example and Nick's comment, right, in the comments, he's right. His comment is would be more useful. This AI needs to have already been able to look backwards and gone, and instead of saying, "Oh, your stock's down 10%," the more useful thing would have been to go, normally your client's stock is 10% lower than the previous month historically by this point, but it's not. At which point I need to put a call in going, why are we not reducing our stocks ready for winter? Why have we got cash tied up? But it's not. It's not. Would it warn me that my stock levels haven't changed? It wouldn't, would it?
It will over time. Well, and also depends on which version of QuickBooks you're using, right? So the finance agent is what's going to be looking after that for you going forward. That's what's going to be looking into there. So it depends. Has your version of QuickBooks got the finance agent? Yes or no? Now, that's going to be a part of it as well. And I feel like that's going to be a buying decision going forward. Do I need finance agent or don't I need finance agent? Because finance agent is supposed to look forward for you, start doing those cash flow forecasting, start doing all that wonderful stuff you're talking about, where accounting agent is the one that's going backwards, basically making sure everything's accurate. And you're going to have to make a decision. Do I want to pay for the solution that's got finance agent in, or I'm happy just having, and that's going to be a buying decision going forward, isn't it?
So do we know which packages come with which agents yet?
Yeah, so accounting agents and the VAT agent starts at Simple Start. Then Essentials, you're getting. Oh, actually, no, I don't off the top of my head. We'll come back on that and figure that one out. But basically, Advanced has everything.
Yeah,
you can imagine, including. And I think that's the one that has the project management one and all that sort of stuff. And then basically it trickles down from there on in. Simple Start starts with the VAT agent and the part of the accounting agent, and it kind of works its way up from there.
Right.
Yeah, I need to learn that, and I will do better.
It's so important that we don't encourage complacency here.
Yeah, 100%. But that's
become reliant on this.
That's AI plus HI. You've just proven why that mark. I know it's a market.
Yes, but sales people and marketing people are very good at making you think, oh, we can just trust this new tool.
No, I wouldn't say that. I definitely wouldn't say that, because look, let's be frank about this, right? One, there is a particular solution out there that is making AI to be something that can replace us accountants, right? And then there's other solutions out there, Intuit and Copilot, who are looking at ways in which, let's use this as an empowering tool, right? Let's use this as a way to do forward. I think from a client's point of view, who doesn't have an accountant attached, then yes, they're going to go down that route. They're going to try and find a way to make it so it's as streamlined as possible, so that if you don't have an accountant, let's have as much confidence as possible. They've had tech ticks and checks and everything else built in. But I strongly believe that, and I've seen it in thinking. My favorite bit about all the stuff I've seen is at every corner of this AI, there is, how can the accountant help? What can the accountant and bookkeeper that's attached to it do better and do, even as much as so as if you, it's not available yet, but when Intuit Intelligence comes along, which I'm finding really hard to say, but when that comes along, we're going to have the opportunity. Yeah. We're going to have the opportunity to, the client's going to have the opportunity to ask basically a ChatGPT style question within the product, right? So they'll be like, oh, what do I do? Like your stock question there. My stock says it's 10% down. What does that mean? That sort of thing, right? And it will go through and it will start giving out a ChatGPT style response, right? Cool. We love that idea. But if you've got an accountant attached to that, the accountant's going to see what communication you've had, your clients had with the AI. That's really useful to us. And B, when it gives advice or it gives like a suggestion, it will say, by the way, here's a link, get booked in with your accountant to verify or you know, to sort this through in more detail. Like, we're still going to be involved in the steps. We're still going to be showing value and adding value to our client, even though this AI is going to be doing a lot of the, you know, heavy lifting for us, and it's going to make it so much easier for us to actually work with our clients.
So I'm just looking at the mess this AI tool's picked up in my VAT return, flagging payment records that haven't got VAT against them, even though it's a bank deposit against an unpaid invoice. But never mind. Let's not worry about that, shall we?
But then that means you've not put that in right, because you should have put no VAT on it.
Yeah, we have. It's still flagging it.
But then why did you put it as a payment account against the what you call it? So if you flagged it as a payment account, it would have picked it up.
Wonderful. Can't wait to go through all of that.
But that's teaching you how to do it properly, isn't it? Because because this is where training and AI can be really, really useful, right? Because that's telling you that the way that was put in there, yeah, you may have been able to got over the line, you may have been able to done it, but that's telling you that there's actually a better way. That's what the AI is doing there. It's telling you, if you'd have put this as a payment account, we've been able to work with it better, right? And that's the best thing out of all of this. Like, for me, the most exciting part about how all of this AI is going to work is how we're going to be able to train people much more efficiently, because it's going to be.
Speaking of training, have we got videos, help guides, etc., we can share with our teams on this from QuickBooks yet?
Yeah, I'm doing them at the moment, but yeah, I've also got
okay. So not ready not ready at the time of release.
Not for me, no, because I haven't had time to do them. No, you're right.
I've now got team members who won't go in today and get confused by this normal tool, and we've got no training resources for them.
But the Pro Advisor presents tomorrow, so I've just not finished them yet.
Yeah. Oh, funny.
Tomorrow's absolutely fine.
You've been banging on about this for 4 years. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You could have done the training materials in time.
Actually, it was 7 years. 7 years ago, this was started.
7 years, and we've not done the training video.
Yeah, but that's on me though, because I'm what you call it. But look, I get this. Like, I get there's a skeptics are going to be skeptics, right? But at least this is different to how others have shown it. So there was a big roadshow happening in the beginning of the year, right? And the only thing came away from there was AI's here, but be wary of it, and the proof is in the pudding, blah blah blah. And there's all those. It was, people were sat there like not impressed with it. There was nothing to blow people away, right? The fact that you've just pressed that button and you've already got these things, and it's made you think, and you've got opportunities there, and it's telling you stuff. It's there, it's working, right? The fact that I can get a bank statement and I can reconcile my bank just by uploading it, it's there, it's working. Like, those are the things that are going to wow people, impress people. My favorite AI feature of this by a long way is that new collaboration tool that's there as well. So if you have a problem on your bank or a transaction, you press one button, sends off to the client, they get asked what this is all going to be, right? We've seen that before. But the cleverness is that when the client comes back and says, oh, here's the receipt that you've asked for, the AI is going to look at that instantly and come back and say if that's the right receipt or not. And already it's, I've seen that working, and already I've seen people go, oh, that's pretty neat. And especially the neat bit is when they come back and go, oh, I didn't realize you needed that receipt, and I thought that was the right. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving you context there and then. Yeah. And this is clients who are working at 9 o'clock at night, and they're getting an instant response back to say, nope, that's not the right one, or yes, that's the right one. Thank you for putting it in there. And then it'll work from there. That's the bit that's going to wow. And that's what we need. We need wow factors on this, don't we? We need opportunities to wow our clients.
Also confusing the client to a certain degree, because it's, hang on, I've just been putting everything through Apron or auto entry or whatever. Now I'm being told I'm missing something. I need to upload it somewhere else.
But surely, from a team member point of view, your team would have checked auto entry first.
Yeah, but so let's say we're genuinely missing a receipt.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I continue using Apron or auto entry or whatever to get that receipt in?
Yeah.
Or do I then confuse the client potentially by saying, "Oh, here's a request through QuickBooks for this receipt"?
It's not. So I should have qualified. This isn't through QuickBooks. This is a magic link, so it works on any device, any point. It's just
Okay.
a
We're
browser.
not then moving them
right?
onto receipt capture.
No,
to
but
capture
it will do
it.
receipt capture for when it's asked for. They'll take a photo of it, upload it, whatever it can do. It will receipt capture for them, but they're not having to go into an app to do this. This is they call it a magic link, which I don't know. It's not a phrase I've ever heard of before, but the idea of this
I've
magic
heard
link
of it,
is
more where people are sending links, and it's really like people. I've seen people try replacing client portals with magic links, and it's like, hang on, that's not secure.
yeah.
Anyone that opens that email can now access your account
access.
or something. That's not good.
100%.
But for a receipt use case, it's a good use of technology for that.
And actually, for Engager works really well because that magic link could be constant. So you could send out on a monthly thing. Just by the way, here's a list of items we've asked in the past week. Can you just make sure they're done? And it'll have like status on them for you, so they'll know which is done and which isn't done. So for me, like we need again. There's so much skepticism out there for what this AI does. I mean, I got heckled on the digital disruptors thing, right? Like, oh, tell me what actual AI is doing for us, because you lot are just talking without actually showing. Those little use cases there, they are the bits that we need to be talking about, chatting about, because we want the rest of them to catch up. We want the rest of them to be providing this similar sort of functionality, right? This is what we need. We need that wow factor, don't we, for people to get excited about this. And that's what I've seen from my socials is people are actually excited. People are excited about how this is coming.
Interesting. What platform are you on?
It's a little thing called LinkedIn and Instagram. So try it. Try it.
It sounds like a fad. Okay, moving on.
I was enjoying talking about it. We've only talked about it for 40 minutes.
I'm sure you've got some videos coming out.
Oh, actually,
about this.
should we jump on the socials, because there's loads of here.
Yeah, go for it.
If I start at the top, I'll let you go for it.
Amy says, don't mention Vegas. I'm telling you, Amy, I reckon it was Blackpool or Skegness, and he just did some bit of AI trickery to cover it up. You notice there was no footage of him in the actual plane. It's all a bit,
I have
conspiracy theory here.
I've got footage.
Ashley Lee says, good morning, guys. Exciting times for you in London. Have fun. It's always exciting down in London. Paul says, pass that to the client. That client's a new staff member, and the AI has just saved you remembering to tell them of this trend in stock. Yeah, but if the AI
think of new ways of working
and worked it out, it wouldn't have flagged it in the first place because it was normal.
I get, but you're asking it if there's people out there who don't want that.
It's like email and notification overwhelm. That's the risk here, is it starts telling you about, and ultimately, on a day-to-day basis, does that drop in stock levels have an effect?
Yeah, to the VAT return massively, right? Like that's going to be a reason why the purchases are down. Like that, and they're the things that that's what we bring to the table as a kind of bookkeepers, right? We're not just going, oh, okay, it's fine. We're looking for stories. I keep telling people, like, my favorite part of being an accountant bookkeeper is looking at a profit and loss and trying to generate a story out of it, right? That's what I love about my job. I love trying to explain to a client why X is Y I've done this. All AI is doing is giving me reasons and backing it up. My assumption is that I'm doing X, Y, Z. My assumption is it's gone down because of this. What AI is doing is going, and especially with Intuit's benefit, is it's going to be a platform. So if they've connected their MailChimp to it as well, they're going to see the reasons, right? That seasonality that you've said there, they're going to see that coming through. So it's not just going to look at the numbers, and we're not just going to be guesstimating and using gut feeling, because most of our work is on gut feeling, right? And we're good at gut feeling. We're amazing at gut feeling. But would it be nice to have something to back it up? And I think that's where this changes.
We had that information already. We just didn't have a
notification. Yeah, but we had to go dig for it. Well, we had to dig for it.
Got a balance sheet with a comparison on it, then with a percentage.
And how long have you taken to train yourself to get to that point, right? Again, we can empower people to have that information with them without having to train them and go through. Yes, they're going to need those skills over time, but we can set them off running from day one. Like that's where this empowerment's coming from, right? This is where we get more people into the industry, in my opinion.
Nick said AI would never tell you if the stock was the same, even though it should have been changed. It should have reduced. And if it did do that, it would be amazing. But the AI training for each client, the nuances would be so detailed.
But it's over time, is it? Like we've got to teach these models, haven't we? So we'll see.
Yeah, but you've had the historic information. QuickBooks have been going on for years about how much information they've got.
Yeah, but with no context, is it? Like we can all look back at historical data. Like poor Tim, you saw his post where people were looking at historical data, and he was not allowed to be given rent. Yeah, like that's historical data, no context around it, right? And that's the danger, isn't it? When you don't have context, when you don't have there, we can all make vast assumptions based on historical data, but we need context around them.
Yeah. Paul says it's a conversation starter or something software would normally not provide. Over time, it will improve, and I think it'll be an essential part of our workflow.
Yeah.
Someone's winging, someone's trying to get his way onto an accounting council.
Yeah.
Ames GB Accounting, morning. Any update on the subscription option for Ask the Accountant Network? Aaron and Lizzie need to stop announcing things. Oh, how QuickBooks like, and actually deliver.
To be fair,
it's our winter project, isn't it, to finalize this and get it launched. It's just been so busy with events and stuff.
We want to film our first bonus show this month, where we're going to get the whole team on. Everyone's going to be there, and we want to get that up and running as soon as possible. And the idea is that first bonus show is going to be a pilot episode, give you a bit of a taste of what's going to be there. Lizzie's already built the Patreon for us, so we've got 2 tiers ready to go. So everything's in the background, pretty much ready to go. We're just we want to launch this properly. So we want to get like some video content, all that sort of stuff, so that when we do launch and when it is finally there, you guys are going to see a benefit of it from day one.
Yeah. The challenge is Aaron and I are so busy with various other things at the moment. Trying to pin us down to do these recordings is a bit of a nightmare for Lizzie.
100%.
So, yeah. Cool. Okay. Public service announcement. I'm going to try and stop Aaron from ranting on this one because we lost most of the episode last week to this. But don't forget, guys, ID checks for Companies House confirmation statements come into place tomorrow. So if you've got any confirmation statements you want to slip through and buy yourself a bit more time, today's the day. Just you watch. There's going to be a surge at Companies House APIs today of people filing confirmation statements like 14 days earlier than they normally would, just so they buy themselves another year to deal with this mess. All right. Yeah. Aaron, you're allowed 30 seconds.
I'm not ranting now. I've ranted enough. I did a whole episode of it. Let's move on.
Cool. Now, next week, there's another event we're going to be, Aaron's attending. Unfortunately, I'm out of the country. But next week, Aaron, you are attending Fusion, Tax Calc and Engage's latest event. I'll give you a bit of insight. This is going to be a really, really good day. It's down in London, 9:30 a.m. doors open until about 4:30, I think it is. It's lining up to be a fantastic day. Some amazing speakers. We've got Nick Entwistle back talking about 1-minute briefs to help you deliver social media things and just prove how simple a social media post can be. It doesn't need to take days and hours and weeks to plan it, and how effective that can be. And often in his examples, it's just taking action. Like my bleeding breakfast on Wednesday when I went down to Norwich and back in a day, that breakfast got nearly 7,000 impressions, which is about 7 times more than I normally get. And that was just a take a picture, post it, move on. So yeah, really good session from Nick Entwistle there. We've got Ariona, from Majors Accounting. We've got some absolutely great speakers. We've got yourself, Aaron. What's your topic, Aaron?
Basically, how Engager saved my practice. So yeah, in a nutshell, there's more to it, but
nice.
I haven't got a fancy title for it yet.
But yeah, and then obviously there's Tax Calc and Engager team who will be delivering various sessions throughout the day as well. And then we've got Jason Fox from
Yeah.
Channel 4's, it's Channel 4's SAS Who Dares Wins, talking about leadership and teamwork in the army and how that and the Marines and stuff, and how that transfers into the UK business force.
Yes.
And then, Engager and Tax Scout will be talking about, this is what we've done in the last year, because there's been a lot, so it's hard to catch up. So we'll do a refresh on that. We'll be talking about, here's what we're working on now, and be able to talk you through that. But we'll also do a bit of a contemplation of the future, kind of look at what we're looking at, a bit of an inside scoop of what we discuss in our pretty much daily meetings about the direction and moving forwards and what that's going to look like in product for our users. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic day. We've got some great exhibitors there as well. So got Adfin, Apron, Cloud2Me, Free Agent, Hammock, Nexus, Outbooks, Tax Essentials, Virtual Cabinet, and Xenon all going to be exhibiting there. Now, many of those have got integrations to both to Engager, so really worthwhile having a chat with them about how that all works, and how, for example, Adfin makes onboarding clients easier, how Xenon makes prioritizing your workloads easier, etc. So yeah, it's going to be a really, I'm so gutted I can't make it. Literally, I was meant to land on the morning at 6 a.m. on the 26th of November, because originally we were going to do this on the 27th, but it had to be moved. And I was dreading landing after a 12-hour flight, dropping the case off, picking up another case, and getting down to London the same day, ready for this event. But I was so excited for it.
Yeah.
At the same time. But no, this is on the 25th of November now. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but I'm so jealous that I can't make it, and so envious of not being there.
Well,
yeah.
To give you a flavour of it, why don't you watch Ask the Accountant's Grid Walk?
I mean, I heard there might be a grid walk I can watch.
There is definitely going to be a grid walk. Yeah, I mean, we can't event that like that. We cannot not do a grid walk, right? Like that, it's going to be epic. It's going to be exciting to see. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the grid walk for that one. And we're going to do some interviews and all that sort of stuff. So we're not podcasting in the nicest possible way, thankfully, because I'm podcast. I can't wait for who we've got today. We've got some amazing speakers today, but I'm very, very excited to hang up my podcasting interview microphones for another year. What really kind of gets me makes me feel crazy is I keep thinking back to Engager Labs, and I keep thinking that was last year. That was still this year, right?
That was still this year.
That was still this year. So we're having two. I know it's Engager and Tatscale together, but two Engager conferences in 1 year. That's exciting.
Yeah. It's yeah. This is a surprise to you, to us, as it is to our users. We weren't planning on it originally, but it makes complete sense. There's just so much going on that actually an in-person event is going to be phenomenal for this.
Yeah.
So yeah. Really.
A location looks cool as well. Looks like a nice location. Houston, of all places.
Houston as well. Yeah. So nice and central. Yeah. So it's 30 Houston Square. Get out at Houston Square train station, and it's literally on the side of the train station. It's really easy to find. So yeah, really looking forward to that. It's a great venue. Gutted I can't be there. Looking forward to doing the next one though. I'm going to make sure I'm at the next one, regardless of what's going on. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing the real social buzz. Because in my echo chamber, we dominated Accountex Manchester with our social buzz during and after the event. So I'm looking forward to what our teams have got planned for this event going forwards. But yeah, definitely. It's going to be a good one. Cool. We've got 11 minutes. Would you like to talk us through what your plan is for the rest of today, Aaron, and what the people should look out for on social media so someone's not attending today? What content have they got to look forward to? Who are you speaking to? Who are your sessions with, etc.? Obviously, you've got the grid walk, which I assume you're going to go and film momentarily.
Well, no. Isn't there I think we've got a fever pitch first. So I've got that to sort out.
I hated doing that.
Well, you smashed it. Yeah, you smashed it last
Yeah.
time with your give the time back sort of thing. So I like that. But now we after that we do the grid walk. So it's gonna be a different type of grid walk. We're not doing the before the race starts, which is kind of our signature way of doing it, isn't it? We're going to be doing much more of a we're here, we're at the event, and here's the buzz around it. It's already started. We're already going through. Special guest as well. Tim's joining us for it as well. So
Nice.
I've got a feeling he's going to get us into, behind the scenes like never before. That's what I'm hoping for. And some of the vendors that we don't necessarily have, contacts with, right? So we get to have the opportunity to talk to them. So and go through from there. So we'll get the grid walk done and dusted, and then we've got 5 pit stops coming through from We've got Laura Martin. We've got TCS have brought their newest recruit as well. So we're gonna
podcast training for them.
Grill them, make sure they're ready for the world of accountancy and bookkeeping. And then we've got loads of others all lined up as well. I think what I love about this particular event and there is we get to talk to people genuinely for the first time. Like for a lot of people, it's their first ever podcast, first everything else. Like we do really well on the other events on getting people to come along, but for whatever reason, in the bookkeeping world, we really do get the opportunity to give their first time for people. So I think that's always nice, isn't it? So we're good. And then after that, obviously, we'll be getting some content, everything from the Luca Awards as we get to celebrate that with everyone else. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really good time. And I'm opposite HMRC, so I'm going to be making sure that see what their queue is going to be like, because I can imagine that's going to be an interesting. Yeah, exactly. Any tips for the fever pitch though that you smashed last year? Like what would you say to anyone? Because they did ask for Lizzie, and Lizzie at the moment's not looking like she wants to go and do it. We're all for this, right? We should be sending Lizzie if that's who they've asked for. Give the people what they want, right?
Definitely. Fever pitch. Look, I went into the fever pitch thing. So you basically all the software vendors are lined up against the wall, and one at a time. You go up. You've got a minute, and then the klaxon goes off. Your microphone gets cut out. It's very intense. So I went in with my little script. So I've got my talking points that have been briefed by Ash, aka marketing and stuff at the time. And I was okay, trying to remember it all. And you know what? I winged it on the day at the time. Like I kept making adjustments in my head of how I want to say and what I want to say throughout the queue.
Yeah.
Finally walked on stage and I winged it, and it went down okay. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is, look, a key message. Like one poor bloke in front of at the start, he went up. He spent the whole minute talking about himself, not about his product, not about what his product could do, and the microphone cut off before he could even tell people how to get hold of him and where to. Like, what was the call to action? So look, light-hearted, fun, because the bookkeepers at the ICB love a bit of light-hearted fun. So light-hearted fun, simple key messaging with a call to action. Like this is just it's a Google ad, it's a Facebook ad. It's just enough to get people to go, I need to go and talk to them at their stand today.
Yeah, definitely. So and I think with that, Lizzie's ready. I think you've given her the prep talk. So
yeah. Well, at least we'll know why the podcast doesn't go live on Wednesday, because she's too busy recovering from that.
Or this is the start and we can't get that. Let's say we don't get her anymore. She's just on every stage out there.
We can't.
Start of a talking career. Yeah. Can't have producer Lizzie anymore. She's too busy on stage in New York and all sorts of places. So we'll see. We're one way or the other.
This will be the launch of Lizzie's career as a speaker.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I really like that. I really like the fact that that conference starts with a fever pitch, so that 650, which is an incredible number of people for any governing body event. Like that's phenomenal. I know that 650 people are in practice and in industry. Some of them run their own firms, some of them employees. Like, but what a great number of members to have in one space. But yeah, like it because like that fever pitch is such a great way for you to, for those members to go, I'm not interested, star that one, I'm interested in that one. Like it becomes their shopping list for the day. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I'm looking forward to getting down there, saying hello to everyone tonight, getting my tuxedo on, and yeah, I mean, 8 nominations is just phenomenal. But
amazing.
Ask the Accountant is up for, is it Bookkeeper's Champion of the Year?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yeah. But we're up against some big names. So
huge names there.
I mean, the idea that we got nominated, I think, is the
we're always humbled to just walk away with a nomination, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Right,
I mean, when we've got titans of the world like Zoe against us.
And let's face it, you and me, we do a lot of this because we just enjoy it. Like we enjoy our Monday rants with each other. We enjoy, like, all we're doing is filming what could be a normal conversation between us anyway.
Yeah.
We enjoy having an excuse to go to every conference we can get to, and the excuse is, oh, we're doing some podcasting, we're doing some recording. But yeah, it's really for our own enjoyment. And the fact that we've got a community and a group of followers and listeners and regular viewers and stuff is just, it's amazing. It blows my mind on a weekly basis that people turn up to listen to this ranting rubbish that we come out with, and unscripted and unplanned dialogue. But yeah, it's so to then end up being nominated for stuff is always a bit of a mind blow for me. And we're always internally grateful for this, for the nominations. Like, we don't go to these things expecting or planning to win. We just go to celebrate that we've made an impact, and that's really the biggest desire for us.
Exactly right. Yeah. And I think that's the whole point of the Lucas, isn't it? It's to celebrate. If you've been nominated, if you've not been nominated, but it's just celebrate the people in the room, isn't it? It's just
celebrating the bookkeeping industry, and rightly so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. We are seeing some more information about AML updates and the FCA taking over, coming out at the moment. So there's a lot of noise though. So what we're going to do is, we've decided we're not going to talk about that this week. We're going to do some deep analysis ourselves. Send ChatGPT off to do a bit of deep research. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about that properly next week, because there's a consultation open at the moment until 24th December. There's lots and lots going on this, and we want to just make sure we've got our heads around this and work out the implications, and like the implications for my firm as a HMRC AML supervised firm versus the implications for Aaron and other firms that have got governing bodies are going to be somewhat different from what we're seeing. So we want to be able to talk about all of that in confidence and in detail, which we'll look at next week for you, if not in the following weeks instead.
Yeah.
See what news gets announced next week or in the next week. But yeah, fantastic. Right. Well, Aaron, you have got a busy day of recording. I need to go and get a train.
Yeah, let's just quickly go through the last of the socials. So Paul said lol, and then he says, I can't make Fusion, but I looked at the info. What time does it start? And Google Maps tells on how
all on the
to
website.
Find the entrance. I'm sure people would like some advice, if not local to London. Yeah,
so it's all on the website. The whole agenda for the day is now on the website as well. So doors open at 9:30, closes at 4:30. There is a Google Maps which on the website where you press for directions, it will take you and it will show you it, and you can go into satellite view and see it all properly as well. And it shows you all the entrance and stuff.
Cool. I'll be completely honest, Paul, I haven't even looked into where I'm going yet, so that's a next week job.
That's a 10 minutes before arrival job, that is.
Yeah. Cool. And then it says, go Lizzie for the pitch. Yep, we're back in a first ever speaking gig, definitely. Yeah, exactly. But the banter is what the industry needs. How much trouble could
she get us in 1 minute?
Yeah,
okay, never mind.
Probably best not to think about that one. And good luck tonight at the Luke Awards, says Aim. Thank you very much, Aim. Thank you.
Thank you, Aim.
But
Fantastic.
Paul's
Well,
right. It's the banter the industry needs. That's what we're trying to bring to the table.
that's it. We're trying to bit in a bit of banter. Isn't banter like HR code for sackable offence now?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it was just a bit of banter. Sacked, gone, pack your bags.
Awesome.
But yeah, cool. Right.
Nice
well,
one.
we need to shoot. Aaron, obviously, Luca Awards tonight, Bookkeeper Summit today. What else you got coming up this week?
Yeah, I've got loads of stuff. I'm NDA'd on some of it, so can't tell you.
For that book, was getting shredded.
filming, and all sorts of stuff happening. But yeah, it's a mad one. But in my world, I've got 2 more mad weeks, and then I get to finally calm it down. And I'm looking forward to calming it down. Put it that way.
Cool.
And you're off to Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah, I'm at Luca Awards tonight. Thursday, I fly out to Sri Lanka. The offshoring team we have over in Sri Lanka for my firm, that organisation has an annual awards evening, and I'm a guest for that. So go do a speech and some presenting of awards, etc. Really looking forward to that and meeting the team in person. So yeah, and I'll be streaming. I'll be here live from Sri Lanka next week for this podcast. So tune in and see how we get on with that. That'll be fun, I'm sure.
Amazing. Look forward to it.
But yeah, it should be a good, busy but good week. So yeah, we will see everybody next week, same time, same place, for the latest industry news and banter. We'll see you all at 8:30 Monday morning. Thank you very much.
Oh, whatever time it is for you.
Whatever time it works out like mid-afternoon for me.
Fair play. Okay, everyone. Speak to you later. Bye.
Bye.